Hello YouTube, I hope you're having a great Thursday. Thank you for stopping by. Justin over at Three Good Nerds is hosting a contest. He's calling it Recognizing Community Kindness Contest VR. So this is my video response to Justin. I believe in kindness. I believe we should be kind to one another, and I believe we should promote kindness. So I think this is an excellent idea of Justin, because when I think of Justin, I think of kindness. Ever since I've met him through YouTube, he's just been a kind guy. I remember being in one of his live streams where he's waiting to pick up his son at school, and he's doing a live stream and he's showing cards, and different people were popping in the live stream, and then some come in all of a sudden that were being mean, trolling him and saying some mean things. And I just got to thinking, here's a guy that's super kind, and he faces meanness and cruelty, and that to me is like life. There's cruelty in this world, but we should be promoting kindness. And so thank you, Justin, for this. It means a lot. And Justin sent me one of his stickers. These past 6 months of my life has been a tough season of my life. I lost my brother 6 months ago yesterday. My only sibling passed away. And it's been tough, but a lot of people in YouTube that I've met through YouTube have been really nice and kind, and it's helped me get through some difficult times. And I just want to acknowledge that in this VR. Just thank you. And starting off with Justin, lost my brother in November, and then December I got a Christmas card from Justin, and within it was a Rick Barry card. As you can see, it's cool. It's numbered 794 out of 2500. But the awesome thing to me is on the back, I love to collect autographs, and it has Rick Barry's autograph on it. But this card made me smile. It didn't take away all the pain, of course, from losing my brother, but it did soften it, And I believe everybody in life is going through things, but if we could just do something kind to soften the pain, help people through their days by making them smile, I think it means a lot. So thank you, Justin, for promoting kindness through this VR, but also just in your actions. This is just one of many ways that I've seen Justin showing kindness, but he sent me a Christmas card, he sent me this card, and it means a lot. But during my tough times, you want to do things that kind of get your mind off of tough things that's happened. And so my next shout out is what a video Justin wants you to do is shout out one person that showed you kindness. And I got so many people that have shown me kindness during these last 6 months, and but I only will talk about one, but I'm thinking about the others too that have shown me kindness, and it means a lot. So thank you. I'm not gonna call the other names, but if you know the people that are out there that have done something kind to me, you know who you are, and I truly appreciate it. And hopefully in different ways, shapes, and forms, I can continue to let you know that I'm appreciative of that. But I've been thinking about this one. Tim at card-neetosportscards and collectibles. Alright, so like I said, my brother passed away in November. I guess it was in early January that Tim started hosting a trivia contest every Wednesday night. He's been doing that every Wednesday night since the 1st of January, toward the 1st of January, and still does it every Wednesday. But I love trivia. I love sports trivia. I love any kind of trivia, but I like sports trivia. And he has a Wednesday night random sports trivia that he does. Like I said, started back in January. Still doing it now in May. And he's just being kind. You know, he's taking up time to come up with trivia questions. And then he's offering gifts. Once a month, he gives away a prize for the winner that's drawn each month. And I was just thinking about the kindness there. And I've won a couple of times, but even if I hadn't have won, you know, just the fun of the trivia and, you know, fellowshipping with fellow, you know, YouTubers, you know, you got my mind off of you know, difficult times, and it helped a lot. You know, it was very helpful. So, shout out to Tim Incognito, and a couple of cards that I won. This Wade Boggs 1993 Topps Gold card, mint 9, cool card. And I had read something about Mr. Boggs, speaking of kindness. Interesting story. I heard that former Boston Red Sox Hall of Fame third baseman Wade Boggs hated Yankee Stadium, not because of the Yankees, but because of one particular Yankee fan. There was a man who had a box seat close to the field, and whenever the Red Sox were in town, he would shout obscenities and insults at Boggs. It's hard to imagine one fan getting under the skin of a seasoned player, but this guy sure had a way of doing it. One day, as Boggs was warming up, the fan launched into his usual tirade. When he had had enough, Boggs walked directly over to him and said, "Hey, fella, are you the guy who is always yelling at me?" The man replied, "Yeah, it is me. What are you going to do about it?" Wade took a new baseball out of his pocket, autographed it, tossed it to the man, and went back to the field to his pre-game routine. Consequently, the man never yelled at Boggs again. In fact, he became one of Wade's biggest fans at Yankee Stadium. So I love that story that I read about kindness. The kindness, even though that Boggs faced cruelty, he responded with kindness. You know, and I love that story. I also won this Michael Jordan 91 Upper Deck card. Another cool card. But thank you, Tim, for these cards. But more importantly, thank you for your friendship. Thank you for hosting these weekly trivias that just, like I said, got my mind off of things and helped me. So your kindness went a long way. Now, I love kindness quotes, and I'll close out this video just reading a few kindness quotes that I like. Speaking of Tim being a host on Wednesday nights, Dr. Seuss said, "For a host, above all, must be kind to his guests." You know, I found that true of Tim. And I found that to be true of many people that I've met on YouTube. Not everybody, but I've faced a lot of kindness out there, and I'm thankful. If you can be anything, be kind. You know, there's a lot of people graduating in this month of May. I think that's good advice to give to a youngster. You know, as people are talking about what they're going to be as they grow up, as they mature. But to tell them, if you can be anything, be kind. Be a rainbow in someone else's cloud. Be kind whenever possible. It is always possible. Be the reason someone smiles. Be the reason someone feels loved. Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a hard battle. Thank you, Justin. Thank you, Tim. And thank you to you know who you are. God bless.